Hello friends. So today we are starting the new video with the Ansible common models. So in this video we'll discuss about the models which we use commonly in the Ansible, most we can say most frequently. So when you see any playbook, right, these are the common models we generally use most frequently. Okay, package module like a yum or apt we use. So to install any packages, we use this one. And service module we use to start a like a, let's say in previous example we used HTTP service. We install HTTP package and we manage that service by using start, stop, or enable a service. All these things we can use by using service module. So debug module we use to test anything, like let's say you want to debug some errors and all. So we use the debug module to check what is the output we are getting, like. So that we'll see in the, like I will when I doing the practice, that time I will understand more. And file module we use to create a file and set the permission to the file, create a directories. All these things we can use we can do with the file module. And copy module, this is the one we use generally to copy a file from a control machine, our Ansible machine to nodes and all. In line in file, this is the most frequently we use to change any configurations. Let's say you want to change the Tomcat port, or you want to change something in any file, we can do with this one. So, and we have command and shell. So in command and shell, generally we use them to run our command Linux commands, right? But in shell, like a more advanced, we can use pipes and all. We can use in shell. And setup module used to get the information of the servers. If you run the setup module, we get the server details, and from that we can take the particular useful one, like a you want to host name, so you can reserve that host name into variable and you can use that variable in the next task. So those things, those kind of situations, this module will be useful. And we saw this models are we are adding into playbooks, but we can also run use individual module, like a for temporarily, not like a for a long time. There is ad hoc models. So these models we can run over on the host, like you want to check if the servers are up. We first whenever anybody start Ansible, they use this ping module to check whether we are able to access the nodes or not. Not only ping, let's say you are debugging something and you are not, let's say you are unable to connect to some server, so you want to check by using telnet command, right? So that time the telnet is not installed in the node. In that case, you can use the package in ad hoc way to install the package on the particular node. And obviously we use service to check the service is running, or start service, stop service we can use. And we can use this file module to create file. But all these things, when you use in a playbook these modules, it will be reusable. But when you use in ad hoc, it is just for temporary. You just want to do one time only. That kind of scenarios we use this in the command line. Okay, so you will be understanding more when we start when we start working on this. So let's start. First, we'll do this adder command, how we will use this adder modules and all. Then we'll start with the playbooks, how we make them task useful like this. We'll see. So I have already configured created instance and configured SH key. So from my terminal to instance, I'm able to log in. If I check this, so I'm able to log in. So everything is configured. So I will just now I want to show how we can use ad hoc commands. So how we can use ad hoc command to run any simple task, like you want to install some package in the destination VM, you want to copy some file, you want to change the port of the particular only one server or some number of servers. All these things we can do with the ad hoc command. Now these ad hoc commands are for only temporary, not for repetitive task. If it is a repetitive task, we can create a playbook and run those. Okay, let's start using a most common one. Let me open in the different terminals so that we can zoom in and it will be easy to see. Okay, so I have increased the font size so that it is still visible to us. So first thing, the Ansible, then where you want to run this one, all, and the module which you want to run. I want to run ping. Oh, so Ansible is not there. Let me quickly install and come back. So I just installed Ansible to save the time. I just not showing that. So if I run this ping command, I should get response. So this is the first command, or everybody, anybody who just set up the Ansible to test anything, they used to run this command. Okay, so this is working and it is able to connect to the node. And what other commands we used to do? We used to use let's say you want to install some telnet into the, okay, let me log into the server. I'll just log in the server and I'll check if telnet command is present. So this is not there. So I want to install with Ansible. Ansible all npm. So the module is yum here, and I will provide options here saying that name equal to telnet, state latest. So this command will go and install the telnet command into a server. So we are providing the options. Okay, what is that particular module we want to install, and that should be we can state it should be like a installed. So to install any package we need root permission, so that we can give by this flag. Okay, and okay, so the module options, any other modules also we can run like this. It is just for one time task, so it is installed. If I go to that VM, I logged in a different tab. Same command I have run previously, it was not working, so it is working now. Telnet, we can run the command, we can use. So I don't have any IP for now, but we can do like this. Okay, so now if I want to uninstall this particular command by using same package, we can do. I just specified I can just put absent, then run. So it will go and uninstall this package from the server. So if I go into that instance and check if the telnet present, so it is not there. So like this we can do. And so other commands we used to do, let's install package manager and see, let's install httpd. I will change to latest and I'll change the name to httpd. So that we can see how we can manage the services, how can we can start the service, stop the service. So those things we can do with the service module. So it is just installed. I will just write clear ansible all -m module is a service. I'll provide options here. Name is httpd, state equal to present started. It will fail. I should run with sudo. See, it is started. If you just look for, okay, so what is status we are getting output? Sorry, so here I run, change it to name is httpd, state is started. So we can check the status. So if I shift back here and open this, so I can see the HTML page from that VM. So it is enabled the service. Same way we can stop the service as well. So if you want to stop some service on the stopped it, so this will go and stop the HTTPD and from the server. So meanwhile it's running, I can go and okay, let it finish. Yeah, it is. So I have checked this has been stopped, but still we are able to see this when I open like this. This is due to browser crash. Yeah, it's now gone. Now browser also giving same response. I mean the HTTPD is stopped. Okay, so like this we can run the commands. And what are the other commands? Copy one. Clear. So let's see if I have some file here. Okay, there is a temp file, text file. Okay. Okay, so now I'll output this into temp file. Temp file. Also, I'll put host name -f to temp file, so it will append. Okay, now if I cat this temp file, we can see that list of the directories, and the last one is the host name. Okay, so I can copy this file to server by using Ansible. Let me clear this. Ansible -m copy -a source equal to tmp.txt tst equal to new file.txt, and I don't have to specify the become because it's just copy command. You don't need to be sudo to copy the files. So if you check in the VM, that is a new. Okay, new file.txt is there. Okay, to confirm, so I will run host name. So let's see what is the host name of this one, and I can cat okay, this is a bit slow. So I was catting this file, and when I check the host name, it is instance-1 something like a full host name. So but in the file the host name is this one, so we can see that this and this is different. So let's switch back to Ansible. So by using this, so we can able to create copy the files, and also we can create directories with this file module. So Ansible, okay, this is little slow. Ansible or module is what module we are giving? File. And what options I want to give here? So here destination equal to ANSI dir. I can just use the name of folder, and state state is equal to directory. So this will go and create a directory inside the server. So we use state. Let's see how it goes. Okay, it is created as a directory. Let's go inside the VM. If we list the ANSI dir is created, so we can create a files plus copy the things. These are the most common tasks we used to do. Okay, so not only this, we can create users and we can set the permission for the folders, all these things. So we can do with the okay. And the final one thing, I want to run if I want to run some command inside Ansible, right? Ansible all -m command. I want to print hostname -f inside a server. Let's see what output we'll get. Also, we can restart the servers from the Ansible. Also, we can restart service and servers. See, we can see that in this instance name server. So like this, we can come run any command, or you can even copy the script and run from here. And what else we can do? We can restart the server. Ansible so there should be sudo should be given, it will fail. So this will go and restart the VM. And also we have the setup module. So by using setup module, we can get the full information of the server, and this will very useful when we want to get some data from the VM. All these things we can get from this module. So it is rebooted. Okay, so now we see that how to use common modules. I mean, add a commands, how you can use quickly to start something or copy something to the end user. And now let's discuss what are the common model. Now the same things, how do we put this into playbook, right? So So let's write a playbook. I already written one playbook. I'll just go through the playbook. Let's see that what is there. Play.ml. So so here you can see I will change this to all so that it will run on the this are also become true. So we used a file module, so same module I'm using here to create directory, and I'm using a replace module to replace a string. Actually in a file called temp.txt I just put man page of the vim. So wherever it find the vim string in this file, it will replace with my name, and before doing the replace it will take the backup. And after that what I'm doing, I'm copying the index file. So I'm just copying the temp.txt file to the files in the destination, like this files folder we created recently as index.html. And also we are setting the permission for the index.html. After that I think yeah, after that what we are doing here, we're copying that we are installing the httpd, and we are copying the index file from here to this location where www.html index.html. so this is where our http will look for the index.html. After that we are restarting the service. So okay, so let's write this playbook. Let's execute this playbook. So to play Ansible playbook, play.yaml. So it is executing the playbook. It's gathering the facts and it is creating a files, and it is doing string replacement. We can go log into server and check if string replacement done. Let's find my name here. Yeah, so wherever it was vim, it is replaced with my name. So like this we can use a replace one, and this file should be copied inside a for files folder, cd files, the index.html. So I can change this. Here I use shell command. Instead of copying this one, I could have tmp.txt. Now if I run the command, we will able to see man page of vim. Man page of vim, but it is replace the vim with my name. So let's wait this playbook to finish. Then we will go and check in the index.html page. So that should have this content. This is changed and this is changed. Two changes are there. Okay, so let's go to console and open this. So you can see that's Vim man page, Vim general command manual, name. So it has replaced the Vim with my name Vim. So everywhere you can see my name is there. So these many places it has been replaced. So with this playbook we use most of the commands which we discussed in the first slide. So first one is package. So package we use it here yum package to install httpd, and then second is service. We use service to restart the httpd, and we can use a debug also. Let me show the debug, how can we debug all these things. And we use file, we use copy, and we use line in file. Here we use a replace, but of course we can use line in file also, but you know the with line in file we can replace entire line. With the replace we can replace individual string, right? And we use command and shell. So here we use shell, so you know that we can use either command and shell, but shell will have we can use environment variables and all in the shell, but command we cannot do, right? Most of the things we covered. Let me put debug one in the last step so that we cover everything. So let me run the debug one and show you that how we can debug information name. Okay, so now I'll let debug. Name. So let's close it and run the playbook. So it is printing the IP, host name as IP.